The United Nations Security Council has 5 permanent members: the United States, China, France, Russia, and the United Kingdom, collectively known as the P5. However, 10 other countries are considered as non-members who may participate in the discussions without a vote. With a high level of insecurity on the African continent, African leaders have been calling for the restructuring of the UN Security Council to allow the continent to be allocated a permanent seat.
We feel, as East Africa and Africa, the fact that Africa does not have a permanent seat in the Security Council, UN Security Council, that leaves a very big gap. But also the same voice that was raised by the heads of states, that is the high time that we need to restructure the UN system and how it works, and with the view to include, to give Africa a permanent seat in the UN Security Council.
During a meeting between the EAC Secretary General, Dr. Peter Mathuki, and Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations, Dr. Amina Mohamed, the matter came up and a plea has been considered for discussion by the UN Security Council.
And I am happy that already it has been taken as an agenda in the upcoming Peace and Security Council meeting of the UN, and I hope out of that meeting that will be held possibly in the next 1 month, that may determine when that should happen.
Dr. Mathuki told NTV that if African countries are granted a permanent seat on the Council, it will give African a bigger voice at the decision-making table.
And the UN Security Council is the most powerful organ of the UN system. And wherefore, when the global decisions are being made at the UN and you are not on the table, it means your agenda is not being discussed. So it means actually the world has been discussing global issues without Africa on the table. And I think the fact that Africa will be on the table, that will be very important, because we shall be able to bring on board our priorities.
Dr. Mathuki also revealed that the UN has agreed to partner with the East African community to create internship programs for young people at the UN headquarters in New York. Africa does not have a voice at the UN Security Council, and perhaps this explains continued wars and conflicts on the continent of Africa. It is hoped once Africa is granted a permanent seat at the UN Security Council, a solution could be found. Jingo Francis, NTV, New York, in the United States of America.